Yeah, yeah, yeah. Run it, run it, run it.
Fight.
Solo missions to Miami, average speed on 95 was 95. Stoned on Ocean Drive, hotel was prime. Little bit after the quarantine, but it was still live. All the restaurants had the custies eating outside. I caught a lot of looks, but they was with they man. I look and smell exotic, baby, so I understand. She wanna get erotic with me, so I had to plan. I turned into a Kuma quick and got in my demon stance. Baby, grab the sticks. Bed bugs biting all the pillow, talking lame. Kind of ejection tabs on my Jordans. Now this is baby first time ejaculating. She's a squirt or not. She gets so flirtatious when I squeeze a button, hold her down. Yeah. The sex was like an angelic demon dance. Should've made her sign a waiver in advance to make it clear that she gotta share. Either you compete or you can drown in fear. You can complete the task or disappear. Bring something edible to my table, come grab a chair. If you ain't doing shit, then baby, guess what? You can't get the dick. One thing I can't stand up for is a lazy bitch. Golden double crosses on my yak and you can't get a sip. Golden dick on me, baby, and you can't get the tip. Bed bugs biting all the pillow, talking lame. Kind of ejection tabs on my Jordans. Now this is baby first time ejaculating. She's a squirt or not.
You win.
Yo, yo, yes, we're back in the building. Back in the building, Florida Boy J. We're here. It's time. Who is that? I was Matty 319. That was DZ Redline. He opens up the show with music. Yes, it's another episode. We are live. Salute to everybody in chat. Salute to Lenny Trees tapping in. Think this was like last week we tapped in. We were supposed to go live, man. Salute Lenny Trees. Salute Nerd Nash in the building. Let's go. Got the Twitter algorithm going crazy right now. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, man. Carlton Way in the building. You already know, man. Day one. A1 since day one. Just had family in town from Jacksonville. Yeah, man. Jacksonville's lit. You know, it's cool. It's a cool little vibe to be in. You know, we got some people in here. I was wondering about the Boosie situation. We ain't got to wonder no more, man. You ain't got to wonder no more. Boosie is going back to prison. Most likely, Boosie's going back to prison on that gun charge. It was a felony gun charge. They didn't. His defense tried to use the double jeopardy thing since the case already got thrown out, where they retried the case and, present stuff. And Boosie doesn't want to go back to court. So he is going to get a plea deal. And, we're going to go over that coverage a little bit. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj crashing out on Dez Bryant. We're going to be talking about Jerry Jones' mismanagement of his organization, the way he does these contracts that are always late, a day late, but not $1 short. The way that he is becoming a distraction around the Cowboys, and the fact that he brought up Jay-Z and kind of dry snitched on Jay-Z because he's not an NFL rep and he shouldn't be negotiating contracts. So for an owner to say he negotiated contracts with Jay-Z, I think was him dry snitching to the NFL ownership group and maybe throwing in some type of clause to where it makes things a little harder for Jay-Z and Rock Nation to, to host Super Bowl events and do things of that nature. Also, like I said, man, Dez Bryant, he came out because the whole conversation was around his contract renegotiation around 2014-15 season. And apparently Jerry Jones was pretty much trying to say that Dez Bryant didn't hold up to his deal. Dez Bryant came out, said something. Nicki Minaj, she came out and didn't know really what the conversation was about, but just tried to hop on some anti-Jay-Z Rock Nation stuff. And when, Dez Bryant got the call, from the Rock Nation fans and, those people over there and, let Nicki know, we're not about to engage in a situation. And instead, Nicki Minaj being like, okay, maybe this isn't something I need to talk about. Maybe this conversation isn't appropriate for me to partake in. See, this is a football contract and not a music industry Jay-Z contract conversation, She spazzed out. She revealed some things about Dez Bryant I don't even think core NFL fans knew. And I think Dez Bryant inadvertently stepped in some BS. And we're going to break it down that and how Nicki Minaj really just crashed out on Dez Bryant to me for no apparent reason. And we found out some things about Dez Bryant I don't think we wanted to know. We also are going to be talking about Metro Boomin that new album he dropped. I'm from the South. Do I like it? Do I like the sound? Do I like the regional situation? Sonically, we're gonna talk about that. I don't think we talked about Freddie Gibbs' album too much. So I'm gonna quickly address that. Diddy got denied bail. I will say again, Diddy got denied bail. I don't know if people were celebrating, but he is not going to be bailed out before his court case in November. So I want you guys to know about that. We're going to be talking about that, playing a few videos. Gilly, the number one fanned out jock strap holder himself, Gilly the Kid, the number one fanned out nigga for people young enough to be his son, the biggest Philadelphia bandwagon bench riding fan in the world, is continuing to crash out on world-class athletes that have been more successful in things he wants to be successful in. He crashed out on Johnny Manziel once again, and I really do think that somebody should put hands on Gilly at this point, because I don't understand why you are or feel like you have this authority figure over real athletes on what should be celebrated by non-athletes. I'm just going to say Gilbert Arenas is snitching 100 miles an hour. We're going to break that down, and him and Kwame Brown going back and forth. I think that is going to be a funny conversation. Let me go ahead. A couple comments. Yeah. What's up, BJ? Chat salute. Cutfield. Yep. Hey, man. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be having a good conversation. Remember when Hot Chumbucket tried to call me out on the Star Report? I was right all along. Oh, yeah, man. Listen, dog. Sunday, we'll get to that goofy bitch in a second. We're just going to go down the comments, the conversation about pay grade. As an Eagles fan, my two favorite words are Jerry Jones. Gilly a thought for whatever. Yeah, Gilly is just a sports thought, bro. He bops around more than like cleat chasing hoes, bro. Gilly wants to be the first live action mascot. Yeah, bro. Like Gilly too old to be acting like that. And every time I see Gilly act the way he acts, I'm like, I don't know how much money he's bringing in, but his wife got to be cheating on him, bro. I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think a lot of people want to say it, but I feel like Gilly's wife is smashing some real Philly niggas up there somewhere, or even smashing some white man. Because I'm like, bro, I don't understand how a grown ass woman like that is just entertained by a nigga like Gilly act like that. I mean, do I act a little silly, around my lady here and there? I mean, yeah, we all do. We're guys, right? Your girl should be a safe space, but acting silly around her and just shaking ass and twerking like a court gesture for everybody else. I just think for Gilly the Kid, he should grow the fuck up. But we're going to get on that in a minute. Let's break off with the little Boosie news, right? Gilly gonna come out the closet. I mean, I don't think Gilly is a zesty. I don't think Gilly is a zesty guy. I just think Gilly is like Nas' second childhood. I think he's just a dude who just doesn't want to grow up, bro. And I just wish he would set a better example. Gilly. Let me move this. Stop the screen, present this. I'm here for the bullshit. We got some bullshit. And before we go, I want to address Hot Sunday, aka Skateboard Freddie. She called in yesterday on the Star Report to, I feel like she's using me to try to get her numbers up, but she doesn't have any content, so there's really no point in trying to get her numbers up. But she called in on Star Report again, trying to slander my name, and then I had to go. If you guys feel free, before we start the video, I want to say, you guys feel free, if you want to go to my community section on my page. I have text messages from Sunday on my page of her asking me, do I want to smash, asking me about my meat, and a bunch of other things have nothing to do with professional work that she claimed that we were doing. Once again, like I said before, this chick, Hot Sunday, is a mid 40-year-old, 50-year-old woman working in a skateboard shop and does overnight janitorial work in hospitals. She came in yesterday, but it's not a big deal. Like I said before, if she wants to use me for content, I can always use her for content. Like, it was mid for like a woman. Damn, you and Sunday. Hey, Houston. I don't want to. Houston. You was over there. Let me talk about Houston. Houston was over there simping on Sunday's live when Sunday was going live in a skateboard shop. Houston was in there acting like he getting his Montel Williams on, talking, oh, it's great. You just got to get inspired out. Houston, niggas caught you. Niggas told me you was simping in there, Houston. Niggas told me you was in there lapped up on Sunday having kiki time with Sunday when she was live, man. Hey, Houston, I don't know, man. Nigga said you was out there kikiing, man. Come on, Houston can't be out there kikiing with the ops, bro. You know, I know she a lady and all. Nah, man. Nigga said you was out there kikiing. Do you remember me and Marty? I've been Moss Magic all along, keeping tabs. She's a fraud. Yeah, bro. Hoes like that are frauds. They're weird. They're weird as hell. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get the show started. Here's Lil Boosie, and what we're about to play right now. This is Boosie crying when he thought he beat the case, when he thought it was all over with. And one thing I always say, bro, just because you may beat the feds or the government once, bro, you should probably just hang out, just chill. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? If you beat the feds, you beat the government, you beat the state, right? And you win, right? And you do your thing. Just go home. Don't be making no videos. Don't be talking about the police. Don't be talking about the prosecutors. Because at the end of the day, bro, they can always get mad, double back, and bang your ass again, dog. And this is the initial video when Lil Boosie, beat the case, beat the charge, and then he was out here just talking crazy. This is how I feel, and crying and shit.
So weird. God good sucker ass niggas. Hating ass dick ass. I'm lost for words right now, man. Take me a trip across the country, bro. Go to about 3 different countries. God good, boy. He'll make a way out of no way, bro, man. The nigga love me, bro. Finna take me a trip, bro. Everything coming back around. I'm finna get my rights back, my gun rights back. My pawn money back. I'm grateful, bro. Thank you, God.
Yeah, man. And, everybody's like, oh, man, that was great. Lil Bootsy, that was great. He finally got home and, all this other stuff. And I do think that, I understand the sentiment of, Bootsy got fucked up where, he was shooting a music video in a dangerous area and somebody filmed a gun and then, or live streamed a firearm on Lil Bootsy at a music video shoot. That's probably sketchy. He probably wanted to protect himself. And that kind of in turn caught him this case, right? And then you would say, well, why are you shooting music videos in sketchy places? Well, you got to go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you may have a security guard, but your security or your muscle, they may not be pulling the trigger as fast as you. Somebody can walk up on you with the fire and you can have 5 people with guns, but somebody may walk up on me and pull, and I see it before my armed security does, I might get shot. So for him to have, you know what I'm saying? For him to have a firearm, to me, in like a day-to-day situation on like what he does, I understand why he had it. But that still doesn't negate you breaking the crime, you committing a crime, you know what I'm saying? And then the crime that you committed, though a technicality, you still broke the law. You still broke the law, man. And Boosie came out here. He tweeted. Let's put this tweet up on here. Let's put this tweet on the screen. Bow. Lil Boosie said, just accepted a plea deal from the federal government on my gun case. Goddamn, Boosie. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes. And I'm tired of fighting. Talk to my family, and this is the right decision. To all of my fans across the world, say a prayer for your boy and go get the new album, Words of a Real One. Like I said before, man, thoughts and prayers to Lil Boosie, but the main reason why I don't kind of feel bad about Boosie It's because he's old as hell, right? And when I say he's old as hell, he's too old to be thumbing his nose up at the law. Like, obviously, you beat like a murder case and some other stuff in Louisiana back in the day, right? Just because you beat, I mean, we've seen it with OJ, we're gonna see it with Diddy, we've seen it with Michael Jackson, we see it with a lot of black celebrities who might get lucky and beat the court. That just because you may have beat that case doesn't mean the law won't continue to come for you. And when you do beat cases, you have to, I'm not saying you got to be humble and be like, oh, Lordy. No, you don't. But you can't keep thumbing your nose saying, yo, fuck the police, fuck law enforcement, tell the DA they can suck one. You can't be running around like that. And then you still thinking you're going to rap what you rap, smoke the weed in the car, run around with the firearms. Like, Boosie should know every time he drives somewhere, especially like in Georgia or the South, like he's always getting his cars pulled over. He's always getting harassed. So that should already tell you that, like, every time you go somewhere, bro, like, the police is following you. They're looking for a reason to lock you up. And like I said before, do I think it was a reasonable situation for him to have a gun on him? Yeah, no. But the reason why I'm going to say no at the end of the day, because if the video shoot is too sketchy, you either fly out the person shooting video in somewhere else. But if you have to carry a firearm for your own protection to do your job, and that can compromise your freedom, then you need to change how you do your job. That's my main thing. That's my main purpose with Lil Boosie. If you are too old, you have too much at stake. You have too much on the line as far as how you get your money. You get a lot of, front end, not a lot of back end. When I say not a lot of back end, I don't know if Boosie gets a lot of his money from like back end investments and like dividend splits and portfolios and stuff like that, and compound interest. I thought Lil Boosie gets a lot of brown paper bag money, a lot of, okay, we're gonna get like 20K this week, we'll get 20K that week. But if you sit that shit down for like a year, 2, 3, 5 years, I don't know if he has a sustainable income practice that kind of can sustain if he gets locked up for a long time. That's all I'm saying. If you don't have that, then I think you don't need to be moving around in the just in the way Lil Boosie is moving around. I'll read some of these comments. Nigga was asking police how much they pay you on traffic stop, doing the most on probation. That's what I'm saying. You like trying to bribe people, man. Boosie was doing a lot. He was doing a lot, man. I just don't appreciate that I was drunk as fuck, but I was right as fuck. That Boosie thumbnail. Yeah, the Boosie thumbnail is diabolical. But yeah, and if you behave in the way Lil Boosie did, bro, we gotta throw the thumbnail. We gotta put you on the Summer Jam screen. And we gonna fire you up. We gonna clown you. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you guys know what platform you're on, but I like to kick people when they down. I'm not somebody who I don't lift up people in their darkest hour. No. If you come for inspiration and upliftment at my channel, you're not getting that. You're getting trolls and jokes and kicking niggas when they down. We clown Hulk Hogan for passing away. You thought we was gonna shed a tear when Boosie got to go back to prison? No. Hit y'all with Kamala Harris. No, y'all got me fucked up. Okay, so let me know if you guys can see this on the screen. Salute, like I said, man, salute Nerd Nash, man. Salute, man. We got 119 people right now from actually 123. Damn, we got 123 people on X right now. We're doing good numbers. I appreciate that, man. And to read what Boosie said earlier this year, I remember, he was saying F Donald Trump for a minute. Last time I checked, I remember it was a lot of F Donald Trump rhetoric going on, and now all of a sudden, just like a lot of other black folk, they get in the jam and they start saying, "Hey, Mr. Massa Trump, can you please pardon me, sir? Toby be a good boy, sir." So let's read Lil Boosie's Toby's prayer. That's what I'm gonna call this. This was Toby's prayer. Trump, check my case out. My case was dismissed, but Biden's DOJ recharged me with the same gun charge Biden pardoned his son of. I was told I am the only person in the country facing that charge now. President Trump, I already was given a 10-year sentence in 2009 for third offense marijuana, grams. I was never even offered rehab. Straight to prison. In Trump, I'm Boosie. I'm a rapper filmmaker from Baton Rouge. I was targeted. My mouth and things I stand on get me in a lot of shit. but I'm real. My lawyer, Megan Blanco, can't explain this case. She knew the charges and against you were bad. She even spoke about it on radio. Yeah, nah, bro. You ain't get no. Don't call your white attorney talking about she agreed with you. Why wasn't you during the election season kowtowing for Trump? Why wasn't you with Nelly and Snoop Dogg doing "Wipe Me Down" during the inauguration? See, you can't get ahead after the fact. You can't jump on the bandwagon after it takes off. You should have hitched your wagon to Trump a long time ago. Boosie has to take, thank you. Boosie got to take accountability. They didn't get Boosie for that gun charge. I keep telling y'all, they got little Boosie for all the times cops pulled him over for the weed. He on live like this with his phone, showing y'all what the cops is doing and whatnot, talking crazy, saying F the police, going on Vlad TV, talking about the case, saying free Diddy, clowning everybody. That's why they got you locked up. That's why you're going back to prison. That's why you're going back to prison. That's how I see it. I don't see it any other way, but you're thumbing your nose at the police and they was coming to get their lick back, okay? Justice has no expiration date. Revenge has no expiration date. I'm trying to tell you guys why you got to sometimes, hey, get out of a traffic ticket, say yes, sir, move on until, hey, the cops was cool, man. Y'all got to relax. Before I read this real quick, Boosie knew he was going. He's doing too much dumb shit. Nigga got shot in Dallas. They talking about paying police. They salary and traffic stop he did to himself. Yeah, of course. This is the bug-eyed lady, the bug-eyed Rock Nation plant, Megan Cuntliffe. We all know about the bug-eyed Rock Nation plant, Megan Cuntliffe. She was hired by Rock Nation during the Meg Stallion case to, adjust the narrative of the Tory Lanez and Meg Stallion case. But she responded to Boosie's situation. She said, Boosie's lawyer, Megan Blanco, told me that according to the agreement, prosecutor cannot ask for more than 2 years. I'm hoping for no jail time in court, she said. Oh, he's going to jail. He's getting locked up. He's getting locked up. Boosie wouldn't even be dropping this statement if he thought he was coming home and everything was going to be all good. It's not going to be all good, man. And like I said before, I don't want to see no free Boosie situations. Because when Boosie was free, I don't know how much he was, he was getting his money and whatnot. Salute Boosie get his money, but I don't know how much he was contributing to the community where we need to be saying free Boosie. He's not a martyr, but salute him. Hopefully he can get his act together while he's locked up, right? And as we segue and as we progress with the show, like I said, salute everybody on YouTube, X, Twitch. Appreciate you guys. We're doing a great show right now. And like I said, man, I had to hit you guys live and let you guys know we did over last month before we go to the next topic in July. We did over, let me see. I'm getting the views loaded up. Give me a second. So far this month, we did over 17,000 views in August already. So that was dope. And in July, actually, yeah, June, we did 118,744 views last month. Salute. Thank you guys so much. We did over 126 subscribers last month. So if we all new 126 people in here from last month, thank you so much. And this month already, we have 33 new subscribers, 33 new faces in the building. Thank you guys. Salute to your views already. I like seeing people win. I appreciate it, Houston. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, man. Congrats on the views, Carlton Wood. Thank you. It was a tough April and May and June. Those months, I don't know what happened with the YouTube algorithm, but it was kind of like stifling me. This thumbnail. Timestamp Tiffany. I'm a wild out on a thumbnail. That's how Boosie's gonna come out of jail. Boosie's gonna come out of jail, out of prison, like presidents come out of 4-year terms. Niggas be aging like 20 years. And Kid Tiffany, if somebody embarrassed them, I'm gonna have a thumbnail on it. I'm gonna put a thumbnail up. Congrats on the subs and views. Thank you. And I couldn't have done it without you guys, bro. You guys support me coming in on the show, coming in on the chat. Breaking news. ESPN acquiring NFL Network, red zone rights, and fantasy product from the NFL. So ESPN is about to own all NFL licensing merchandising. Seems like they're zeroing in. Suit to all y'all. Black McBain, the chat room terrorist, Black McBain himself, man, wildin'. So yeah, let's get to these stories. Nicki Minaj, Dez Bryant, Rock Nation, right? The whole kerfuffle situation going on that I think is a big misunderstanding from all parties involved. But that's why, people need to calm down, man. Jerry Jones got to stop. Jerry Jones got to stop wilding, man. And Dez Bryant, you got to. To me, I think Dez Bryant sometimes he just needs to go ahead and crash out. People already think you're crazy. Just tell people what it is, man. Disney got it again. Yeah, Disney's about to ruin the NFL coverage. The only people who do NFL coverage right to me is NBC. NBC has the best NFL broadcast and presentation in sports. NBC. So here's Jerry Jones. To me, let's break this down. So Micah Parsons is probably a top 3 to 5 pass rusher in the NFL, right? We know this. Micah Parsons is that guy in the NFL. He's one of the best pass rushers we're ever going to see, right? In modern times. Best edge rusher, can play all over the field. He's anchored the Dallas Cowboy defense. He has been up for a new contract for the last 2 years. Dallas has not signed him. Now he's really one of the lowest paid positional players at his position when you compare him to the $40 million CJ Watt got, $40 million Myles Garrett got, the $38 million I think Danielle Hunter got. He's nowhere near that ballpark because he hasn't gotten a deal since his rookie deal. So he's been negotiating with Jerry Jones, and allegedly Jerry Jones likes to negotiate with his players away from their agents. And I think that is a main contest for a lot of Dallas Cowboy players. Jerry Jones also was the guy who signed Emmitt Smith late in 95. He signed Ezekiel Elliott late and had to pay premium market price, and Ezekiel Elliott did not perform the same they did before his contract. He signed Dez Bryant late. He signed Dak Prescott late, I think last year, right before the season starts, and Dak Prescott still got hurt. And then he signed CeeDee Lamb late. So when you sign these players late, you have to pay them more money if you would have signed them at a timely manner. So right now, it's time for Micah Parsons to get paid. Instead of paying Micah Parsons last year or beginning of this year, all these other guys have gotten paid, and now he has shot up the number in which Micah Parsons is going to get paid. That's just what's going on. So Jerry Jones, instead of letting his team, progress in the offseason and not be a distraction, he becomes a distraction. But like I said, not only not cutting Micah Parsons' check, but calling Micah Parsons out and other former Dallas Cowboys out for begging for contracts and then not living up to those contracts. In this clip, he's talking about Dez Bryant when he signed Dez Bryant. And then he brings up Jay-Z in this small interview at training camp. And the issue with me when he's bringing up Jay-Z is, like I said before, Jay-Z is not licensed to negotiate any NFL contracts because he is not with the NFL Players Association and he is not an owner. I mean, not an owner, but he is not he's not an NFL agent. So you can't do these things. So, and you reference doing this deal at, I think, like 40-40 Club or 21 Club or something like that, and Jay-Z and making like a drug dealing reference, which I think was kind of like dry snitching. But here we go. We got Jason Whitlock, the fat butter biscuit eating coon pandering to Whitey. He will not miss a chance to pander to Whitey, bro. See, people like him, even white people don't like Jason Whitlock, bro, because they know he's pandering. He's like a DEI for Republicans. Let's go.
Have a problem within the team and a player. I don't ever find the agent. He's nowhere to be found. Okay. Jay-Z said that Michael would make all, not Michael, but that Dez would make all meetings. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract. We spent hours negotiating the contract, Jay-Z. And he said, anybody in my organization is on time. So my office used to be on the street corner, and I've always been early. So they will be on time. I said, where do I sign? But I'm going to call you. Finally, he quit taking my call.
So, all right. So when I see that, right, when I see that situation, you bringing up, like, personally, let me get this straight. Yeah. You trying to bring up Dez Bryant in that, then what I do? Yeah, you trying to bring up Dez Bryant in that situation, to me personally, I think it was kind of low. It didn't really make too much sense, just personally, because and I understand what he's saying. What he's pretty much saying is this, because I don't want to be like, some people who want to get offensive What do you say? Call him Sean Carter. No. We're gonna call Jay-Z by his clown name, by his stage name. If he walked up to Jerry Jones, say, hey, call me Jay-Z or call me Sean Carter, we don't know. So let's not make it a race thing. But my thing is this: Jerry Jones is saying when it's time for player negotiations and time for contracts, you agents are calling my phone, y'all blowing me up. You're trying to get a deal done. You're in constant contact. I call you in 1 minute. You call me 5 minutes later because you're trying to negotiate the deal. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to negotiate contract. You try and get your money right. Then after you get your money right, after we sign you and you stop doing certain things like showing up to meetings, showing up the team stretches, showing up to the film study, showing up to get your treatment done, showing up certain things, and we call your agent ain't picking up. Your agent act like the phone don't work. And it's like, did Jay-Z finesse him? Jay-Z and Rock Nation have a long history of finessing people. Do I think they finessed Jerry Jones? Yes, because we knew Des Bryant wasn't the most organized player coming out of college. So you saying, oh yeah, all my work. First of all, you're my agent. You work. This is my problem with this whole story. If I'm Des Bryant, right? This is where Des Bryant should take an issue with. You taking an issue with the wrong people. This is what I'm taking an issue with. If I'm sitting here talking to you and you telling you, I hire you. If I'm a NFL player, I'm hiring my agency. I'm hiring people to negotiate my contracts. Jay-Z, I don't work for you, Jay-Z. You work for me. I hired you. So you telling and this is why I think people have a problem with Rock Nation and why people have like a bigger problem with a lot of the stuff that goes on in sports entertainment, because it sounds like two owners talking about a product. And the owners are Jerry Jones and Jay-Z talking about product of Des Bryant and pretty much negotiating how much they're going to get off Des Bryant. Did Des Bryant get his money? Of course. But you saying, oh, all my workers, I come from the block. All my workers show up on time. You saying that like Des Bryant was moving bricks in little halves for you and shit. If I'm Des Bryant, nigga, I ain't your little nigga, bro. I ain't your dog. If I helped legitimize Rock Nation Sports Group by signing with y'all back then. So you can't call me your worker. And I'm pretty sure when Des Bryant heard that, he probably started acting up and make Jay-Z look crazy. Like, bro, you're not gonna go talk to my team owner and act like you're like another owner of mine talking about, oh, niggas showing up early on the block. Oh, when I was on the block, niggas showing up on time. Well, bitch ass nigga, we ain't on the block no more, Hove. We on the football field. Well, I show up when I want to show up. Jay-Z, you ain't catching no 9-yard route. You ain't catching the out route. You ain't catching the dig route. You're not running a 5-yard slant. You're not catching no back shoulder passes from Tony Romo. You're not going over the middle, getting hit by no Patrick Willis. So what the fuck are you talking about? Niggas ain't showing up late. You ever got tackled, Jay-Z? You ever got hit, smacked, trying to go up for a catch? Cause your quarterback threw up a hospital ball in the middle of the field. Now your spine is broken. Cause on third down, you went to go leap for a catch. Your quarterback threw a McChicken in the air. You went up to catch the McChicken, got smacked by the strong safety. Now your back is out. Now I got to get on drugs to play next week because we got Thursday night football game. Now I got to take drugs to play. And here you go. Yeah, my workers ain't showing up late. Nigga, all right. I just don't like the way they talk. I just that's the part I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to stay too long on that. But I'll never allow crack. Yeah, when you go up marching on stage, you get called by your stage name or your slave name. Street corner office hours. Yeah, Jay-Z is crazy. Did Jerry say nigga? I believe Jay-Z let him say it. He, Jerry Jones. Listen, man. Jay-Z, why so quiet? You know why Jay-Z quiet, bro? Because this ain't got nothing to do with Jay-Z. Everybody throwing Jay-Z name in their problems, and Jay-Z like, bro, I'm not about to engage. Why should Jay-Z be speaking on everybody speaking on him? I don't believe he should. I'm not the biggest Hov supporter, but I do support, just shut the fuck up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out. Jay-Z, this stuff doesn't legitimize, it doesn't help or hurt Jay-Z either way. So that came out. Then Rock Nation came back with the response. You want to say why Jay-Z? See, Jay-Z responded. And this is what Jay-Z said via Rock Nation right here. Let's put this on the screen for you guys. Because, no, we're going to think Jay-Z ain't responding. Jay-Z talking. He talking these niggas. Jay-Z responded. Going to read this out. More money, more problems. That's what I'm saying. Time sensitivity. They tripping out here. In 2015, at the 21 Club on a napkin, Jerry Jones, Juan Perez, Sean Jay-Z Carter, and Stephen Jones negotiated a 5-year, $70 million deal, which included a $45 million guarantee and a $20 million signing bonus for Dez Bryant at the time. It was the second largest contract ever for a wide receiver in NFL history. The claim that Mr. Carter or Roc Nation representatives did not return a call from Jerry Jones is not only a false statement, but is also a comical one. See, I read that and I'm like, hey, that's the Jay. Niggas like, why ain't Jay-Z responding? Why ain't Hov talking? That was Hov talking. That's Hov responding. Jay-Z doesn't talk from any personal accounts. Jay-Z talks through the companies, which I think is very cool because we know Hov is saying this, but we just feel like Hov is, like I said, speaking through third party. And then here goes Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant comes through, and then he has a tweet because he can't shut the fuck up. Here's Dez Bryant. Jerry Jones. Let me see if it's on the screen. I want to be reading. And okay, cool. Jerry Jones. I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I keep quiet about a lot of unfair shit on some G shit. We can have story time if that's what we're doing. See, Dez Bryant. See, the reason why I'm like telling you got to relax is because you said we can have story time. And niggas had story time. Niggas had story time. Niggas had story time for you. And we're going. I'm just going all the way back to the tweets. We're going all the way back to the tweets. Trust me. We're not even doing this. Bow. Just give me a few moments because this was a long-standing beef. This is crazy. God damn it. Bow. We finally found it. We finally found the core to the beef. Pause. Here we go. Share this tab instead. So Dez Bryant said what he said. Nicki Minaj comes out. Let me put this on the full screen so you guys can see it if you guys are in the crib. Nicki Minaj talking about, this is her to Dez Bryant. This is why she's crazy, because he's talking about Jerry Jones and Dallas Cowboys. Why does she think that this is a Roc Nation conversation? It's her. Hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. And he's like, what? Like, huh? Like the eyes emoji, like, yo, what's she talking about? But let me chill out because I know she's erratic. And here she goes. All my stories will be about Roc Nation, Jay-Z, and the alleged racist Desiree Perez, a Roc Nation CEO. I hope you fully understand the rules. Now it's your turn. I'm like, what? Here's
Miss Nikki.
And come on, bro. You can't have a better, more respectful response than this right here, guys. Hopefully we can see this. And here's Dez Bryant trying to be, hey, Nikki can do no wrong in my eyes. She been on her Kanye ranch. So she been on her Kokie ranch. So allegedly, she been on the unhinged rants. You know what I'm saying? I just don't appreciate Nikki right now and how she's, just coming at our young black men like Dez Bryant. Look what Dez Bryant said.
Look, Miss Nikki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day. Look, Miss Nikki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day.
I hope you're having a great day. I don't want no problems. And then how did she take that and then turn it into this? Shakiria, you got to speak on this. It's Mrs. Petty. This just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you're one of the guinea pigs that they've been using to bully people for them. Do you think I came here to play tweetsies with your silly ass, sir? See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I mind my business if I were you. Be blessed. Dez Bryant gets blasted by Nicki Minaj fans for jumping in beef with someone. So Dez Bryant like down to the power Nicki Minaj fan how much they love. So apparently they think he jumped. She thinks he jumped in some beef. Man, come on, dog. And Dez Bryant again. Go enjoy your day. Please, this reminds me when you're talking to a certain demographic of people. You're talking to a certain demographic of people. I won't say the names. I won't say race or gender. But it's funny when you're trying to, diffuse situations like, hey, just enjoy your day. I'm out. the situation just continues to bubble up. And here she goes. This is her response to him saying it during the day. Go beat your mom. And then asks for Desiree Perez and Jay-Z while they allegedly... Hold on. Can I put my face on the screen real quick? I'm sorry. I need to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta... Because we're going to clip this up. I'm gonna clip this up somewhere. So I got to put my face on this while I read this out. Sorry. Let's do this again. Go beat your mom and then ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they're allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip-hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? Did she repay the president for that monumental blessing? Or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, didn't you or don't you beat your mom? I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. What? So this is what she tweeted. Dallas Cowboys receiver Dez Bryant was arrested Monday after allegedly assaulting his mother, Angela, on Saturday afternoon, according to DeSoto, Texas Police Captain Rod Smith. According to the incident report, Bryant became angry with his mother when his mother asked him to leave her home during an argument this Saturday afternoon. Like, why are we bringing this up, Nikki? Why are we bringing this up? This is crazy. Why are we doing stuff like this? And then this is Dez Bryant. Say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. I don't get how you can ever be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we're speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on. So, of course, what everybody does is talking to Nicki Minaj, your husband, you know, on house arrest and the things he has done, the essay convictions he has been in, you know. And then here goes Nikki. I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million cash if you come and fight him since you beat your mom. Hold on. Can I put my face on the screen real quick? Let me say this. Let's slow down. Imagine waking up out of your sleep, your wife waking you up. Hey, wake up, babe. You got to fight all pro Dez Bryant. Huh? Think about it. Hey. We got $10 million on the ground right now. We got $10 million at stake. We got $10 million at stake. We got $10 million at stake right now. We got $10 million at stake. We need you to go fight Dez Bryant. I taught Dez Bryant. You and Dez Bryant about to go fight. Go fight Dez Bryant. Huh? If my girl woke me up and told me I got to go fight Dez Bryant, bro, I'll call the police. My girl told me I got to go fight Dez Bryant. I'm calling the bitch to come fight her. Because her husband is like 5'10", 180 pounds, 160 pounds. And Dez Bryant is like 6'3", 230. I've seen Dez Bryant push grown men off of him at full speed. I've seen Dez Bryant do some of those athletic things on a football field, right? I don't think no Kenneth Petty is beating up no damn Dez Bryant. I ain't saying Dez Bryant can fight, but I've seen people come at Dez Bryant full speed and bounce off of him. Dez Bryant keeps going. I've seen him rip footballs out of grown men's hands and then push them on the ground and then run a 40 flat. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shakira, you from Dallas. Don't FBA, don't generalize. Hey, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying what rate, I'm like Kanye. But what demographic of women is going to wake you up in the middle of the night to go fight a former professional athlete? Drop it in the chat. I don't know. I'm not pointing any fingers, elbows, knees, or toes. I'm just saying, who is going to wake you up 2, 3 in the morning? What spouse going to wake you up 2, 3 in the morning? Hey, babe, wake up. You got to go fight Dez Bryant for $10 million. I'm beefing on Twitter. I'm beefing on X. Yeah, we got millions, but I'm beefing with a former football player, and you got to go fight this nigga. I'm just saying. Child, yep, that's what I'm saying, bro. It wouldn't be no easy fight. Des Bryant is a truck, bro. He come on, dog. We need to get Nicki Minaj out the country. Don't say black women. Nicki ain't fucking black. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now we want to delineate. Now FBA's one. Now you see FBA's coming in. Hey. All right, bro. All right, women on drugs. The war on women on drugs. We know who you're talking about, FBJ. Most black men in the NFL don't even date black women. So, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not NFL. Crazy lady, migrant maniac, Onika. Do your Google. Is she a damn Trini? Hey, I know what she is. It's just funny. I just love to see black people. I just love to see FBAs like delineate mid conversation. Like, hold up. Check the paperwork. All right, we're gonna continue to read this right here. Let me go ahead and make sure we got. And maybe I'm not putting my face. I'm a narcissist. I don't want any, original content scrapped or anything, compromised. So let's get back to Nicki Minaj inciting violence between black men who don't know each other, inciting violence in the black community with two black men who don't know each other. I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. Now you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodged a paternity test that could prove he effed a teen. As an adult, Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law a nigger with the hard ER. As an adult, falsely had her own daughter institutionalized. As an adult, lied and said her child was on drugs. As an adult, this tweet is alleged for entertainment purposes only. As a matter of fact, let me call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree Perez did. Next, I'll get to the casino stuff. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Where are we going from this? We've been delineating on her since we began. Never liked her from absorbing the culture, Lil Kim, and disrespecting her. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, I already know what type of time Nicki on, man. And I understand she's a tether. I think we need to eradicate her from the situation. And let's go ahead and get the screen shared. Share screen. Bow. This was when the situation got kind of crazy right here, guys. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? This is when the conversation got a little out of pocket. So Des Bryant said something about women and men, whatever. He said, if some of you women protected your womb from the jump, you wouldn't need to say stupid shit like this. Where's accountability? And I don't know who foreign fires are or foreign fries, Juicy. I don't know. But this lady said your grandma's 40-year-old boyfriend committed statutory rape and impregnated your mother when she was 14 years old. Your mother had 3 of his kids. What? By the time your mother had 3 of his kids. By the time she was 18 and had resort to selling drugs to take care of you and your siblings, anybody should be pro-choice. It should be you. Like, I can't believe that. Like, and I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm saying I can't believe, the Barbs brought up such a crazy, really situation. And Des Bryant responded to the situation right here and says, may God rest my dad's soul, and I forgave him just like I forgave my mom. I'm living testimony. I don't run or hide. I can stand tall about my upbringings because it's who I made me today. So we found out that the granddaddy, the baby, the granddaddy is the daddy, and hold on, the stepdaddy is the granddaddy and the dad. Hold on. the granddaddy. Hold on. The stepdaddy is the granddaddy and the daddy. So Des Bryant, that's his sister mama or his, I don't know, but I don't know where we got from Des Bryant and Nikki to him whipping up on his mom. I don't know why we brought that up. I don't know why that was a thing. We do have the footage. Let me see if we can show footage.
So what took place now?
It all started, my son came down. I think he just went, he was there too. And a friend of my son was there, and they was telling me about something that happened. He had made all them leave. They come down to my house.
Okay, where do you live at? Okay.
I walked down here because I asked him to leave the house several times, and he got mad and just slung everything on. You can go look at my house now where he just slung everything, broke things through my cell phone, through the wall. Because I told him if he didn't leave, I was going to call the police. Then I walked around here to tell Dave and let him know what was going on. He came here and attacked me here.
Okay, so it initially took place at your place?
Yes.
Where he made physical contact with you?
Yes.
Okay, what did he do to you there?
He grabbed my hair. He grabbed my hair here. He pulled my shirt.
No, we're going to start first at
okay.
the time.
He grabbed my shirt, and then he was like, he pulled his cap off, and he hit me in the face with his cap. You know, and I pushed him off me, and then he just grabbed my shirt and tore it up and just kept grabbing on me.
So I remember that case happened. The Dallas Cowboys, I think, did a lot to clean that situation up, and probably numerous other situations up with him. That whole beef took a dark turn to me. You know what I'm saying? That whole beef took a dark turn. And I do believe Des Bryant should have some level of grace, because if you found out that your granddad was your dad and your mom was your sister and grew up the way he grew up, I do believe it's probably a lot of pent up great rage he's probably had. And I'm not saying you should put hands on your mom, because I don't know the situation in full, but you know, I don't think that what he initially responded to, which was Jerry Jones using his name in a negative way for contract negotiations with a current Cowboy player, should have resulted in us finding out his family's dysfunction, when that wasn't his initial intent. And the person who exposed it, he was trying to diffuse by, you know, giving her flowers and telling her to have a nice day. So, like I said, the thing, you know, that Nikki finds funny, I can see why she finds it funny, because with her brother and her husband and 6ix9ine and other people she worked with, she clearly has no problems with people like Des Bryant's granddaddy or daddy. I don't know. I heard Sunday talking about Playboy. Yeah, Sunday been on my dick, bro. Sunday's on my dick, bro. Sunday loves me. Sunday, she texts me every day. Sunday texts me every morning. She texts me every night. I blocked her original number. Now she's texting me on a new number, claiming she's Rory now and saying that she wants to see me for something. I don't know, but now she's texting me off burner account. So thoughts and prayers to Sunday. Sunday still rubbing her snatch about this. Tell that old broad to get over it. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to Sunday. She's pulling overtime shifts at the skate shop. So if you guys are in the New Jersey, Newark area, or no, I think she does. I think she works she's at the skate shop in Jersey City. So if anybody in New Jersey, go to the local Jersey City skate shop. She's repairing rollerblades, roller skates, skateboards, and scooters. Okay. And for the low cost of, what'd she say, like $10 and a cold sliced Little Caesars pizza, she'll do a kick flip, a heel flip, a wheelie, hit the half pipe, and suck your dick. Okay. And it's half off if you tell her FBJ sent you. She wants you, bro. Of course she does, bro. If Brian's probably was a little younger, Nikki would have been married him. You know, Nikki's a creep. I live in Newark. Just go Jersey City. Sunday is doing roller skates, rollerblades, bicycles and skateboards and scooters repairs. That's what she's doing. Jersey City is a shithole. That's why Sunday's there repairing skateboards from, I think her shifts are, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., she is doing janitorial service at the Jersey City Hospital. She cleans up shit and trash cans. Yeah, she's been priced out of Hoboken. She knows she lives in Jersey City. This is why she got a big 4-bedroom house in Jersey City. Like, bitch, all right, yo. Yeah, come on now. Jersey City for Sunday. Okay, so Metro Boomin, right? Metro Boomin dropped his album, right? And one of his tweets is, it's time for, let me see if you're on the screen. I don't want to be reading something you guys can't see. Come on, dog. Sunday got to take the L. Sunday got to hold this L. The Jersey City L, this Jersey City skateboard P. And you know she bald-headed. Sunday's a bald-head nigga named Freddie from Jersey repairing skateboards. So she rubbed the boo out of old folks. No, she dumps. Listen, she's so worthless. They don't even allow her to rub the boo-boo out of old folks. She just dumps the trash that the boo-boo residue is thrown in. She just takes that trash and dumps it out. That's her job. She doesn't help the patients. She just gets rid of the toxic waste from the patients. You know, yeah, so yeah, Sunday's a dirty bitch. And we're going to get back to the show. Here's Metro Boomin. No, they can't even trust her with the boo-boo, bro. They can't trust her. What did I miss? You missed Sunday's new helmet head weave that she's renting out. Yeah, can't even trust with the shit, right? So this is Metro Boomin speaking on, you know, the album and everything. He says, somebody says, I like what Metro Boomin did because that's Atlanta music and Kendrick did GNX. That's called music. Regional music is making a comeback. Metro Boomin said, it's time for music to get back regional. Social media got everybody trying to do the same thing. Let's get back to actual culture and regional identity. First off, let me say that Metro Boomin's latest album, I like the effort. I like what he did. I do appreciate that he had a regional movement, a regional sound. He grabbed a lot of nostalgic rappers. But with that said, I will be the first to say I didn't enjoy this album. I think it was cool. I'm not going back to listen to it. I'm not saying, oh my God, I love this tape. This tape, oh, it brought me back to the stupid fruity swag era. Oh my God, it brought me back the stupid fruity swag. Everybody wearing hostile, Aeropostale and what's the other one? American Eagle and Hostile or whatever the fuck shit that was called. American Outfitters and all that. You know, cool. I remember that era. I remember the stupid fruity swag era, the white boy, black boy swag era. I'm gonna be honest. I'm from the South. The lean, you know, all that. It's cool. It wasn't my vibe. I kind of sat back. I was still on the Jeezy Gucci Yo Gotti We trapping wave until, you know, Wiz and Currency and kind of the stoner raps and kind of the different the once that and I look at the stupid fruity swag era from the South the same way niggas up north look at the Ron Browns and the Pop Champagne and the A-Rap Money era. I feel like that era, the stupid fruity swag era, to me is just like the ringtone Laffy Taffy era, are moments in hip hop I wasn't proud of, and or the You're a Jerk era where niggas you're a jerk, or got my Vans on but they look like sneakers. That whole dancing, prancing, twerking, niggas is twerking wave, niggas wearing Abercrombie. That was cool. I remember I had black boy, white boy swag, you know what I'm saying? I was polo to the flow though, you know what I'm saying? You know, Ralph, no USPA. You already know what time it was. It was not no USPA niggas. It was all Ralph, big horse with the threes, you know what I'm saying? Golf fit, you know, collar, 3 on the side, big horse. We was on that type of time too, but you know, we wasn't on that, you know, it wasn't snap. We weren't doing none of that. Wasn't snapping, wasn't, you know, doing all that. And I do believe it was great for rappers' income, and it was a cultural moment. It was just a cultural moment I wasn't really fully a part of. So when this Metro Boomin tape dropped, I liked it, and I do think we need to make more regional music, and I think that is a Atlanta sound. Yeah, no, none of that Marshalls fashion. We was not wearing no Marshalls USPA. We was not on that. But I do agree we should make more regional music. I do appreciate what he did. But it's not my type of sound, it's not my type of vibe. I do remember that era. I do remember Turn Up in that era, but that was not one of my favorite eras. Comparing it to GNX, I think you can because it is regional sound, but I like GNX better. I like GNX more. Because GNX to me was still like an updated, it was like a recent sound. It is a LA Now sound. That Metro Boomin tape to me sounded like something from the past. I feel like it's music that could still be made, should still be made. It's genre music that still be, viable income for those rappers who do that. It's just a tape for me that I wasn't too much interested in. And I look forward, Texas music. I look forward to other regional sounds, regional music to branch off. I think if we had more of a bankroll fresh, like Young Jeezy, Shorty Red type of instrumentals, type of sounds, I would be more like, I'm like more of a trap Atlanta. I'm not a futuristic swag, fruity tooty, Laffy Taffy, white boy, black boy swag. I got on the yellow pants with the orange shirt. That's not my type of swag. I've always been tall tee, Jabot jeans, forces, trap type of vibe. If we talk about Atlanta music, I use my old Outlast jerseys to clean windows. The big O is good for scrubbing. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a pair of Rick Ross sunglasses when he did that Ray-Bans partnership. Yeah, man. Y'all remember them days. Iceman Mr. Kicks type shit. Iceman Mr. Kicks on Southside by Regency, by Atlantic Boulevard in Arlington, all that, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Real Jacksonville shit, bro. So Puffy got denied. Puffy got denied bail and will remain in the notorious prison till his October sentencing. So make sure this is shared on the screen for you people. Wow. Put this on there. That's how we get down. Yeah. So Sean Diddy Combs will remain in federal custody until he faces sentencing later this year. A judge has ruled. U.S. District Judge Aaron Submaranian on Monday denied the disgraced rapper and music producer's motion to request release prior to his sentencing on October 3rd. The Times confirmed Combs has been in federal custody in the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center since his arrest in September. The facility is reportedly notorious for incidents of violence as well as staffing shortages, inmate overcrowding, and even power outages. Combs fails to satisfy his burden to demonstrate an entitlement to release. Submaranian said in the order reviewed by the Times, the motion for bail is denied. A legal representative for Combs, who's 55, did not immediately respond to the Times' request for comment. In his order, Submaranian was unswayed by lawyers' arguments for Combs' release, including that he shouldn't be punished for his swinger lifestyle, that he is a target of an ongoing threats of violence at the MDC, and explanations for his violence against ex-girlfriend Cassandra, Cassie, Ventura, and Jane, who went by a fake name. The two women testified about musicians' orgies known for freak-offs and made allegations of his violent behavior. Combs' attorneys urged this release, inciting that their client is not a flight risk. The judge, however, did not see clear, convincing evidence of this or the danger that his lawyers said that Combs faced at the prison. Regarding the squalor and danger at the facility, Submaranian acknowledged that public outcry concerning these conditions have come from all corners, according to this order. Yet, wrote Combs, has said that MDC staff have been able to keep him safe and tend to his needs, even during an incident of threatened violence from an inmate. So Combs was cleared in July for racketeering and sex trafficking. The jury convicted him of 2 counts of prostitution-related charges. The jury split on a verdict, leaves Combs facing up to 10 years in prison and 2 counts of prostitution. Yep. So everybody's like, did she get out? Did she get out? And I'm like, no, he shouldn't. I'm not for or against him. I'm happy they didn't railroad him. So I'm not about to be like, hey, yo, free Diddy, but I'm happy that that dumbass case was thrown out because I don't think that they proved that he was, who they said he was. And that's not for, us to determine. That's for the courts to determine. You gotta respect the courts. And here goes somebody who feels like Diddy should. Hold on, let me see. Read his comments. Give that man bail. He's not going anywhere. Nah, keep it. KK is free. Meanwhile, he's 55. That he does make him sound kind of old. Never thought I'd say it's free Diddy. Yeah, man. Salute Tamika Gordon in the building. You talking about the old Outcast shirt? Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, nah, we ain't on no free Diddy. To be clear, Sean Combs locked up for doing porn and jerking the tool. Jerk the tool around the wrong fools, man. You jerk the tool around the wrong hoes. Now you in the cell sharing clothes. See how that goes? We got the former chef who said she fears for her life.
Sean Combs physical assault while I was employed by him. Minor victims to Sean Combs physical assault while I was employed by him. As someone who was a witness to the abuse towards Cassandra Ventura Fine during my time of working for Sean Combs, I would just like to say that this is a grave miscarriage of justice. And I would like to also address that last year on March 20th, I was contacted by the federal government. They showed up at my door with badges. I refused to speak to them because I was terrified. So I was served with a grand jury subpoena that day before they left my home in Atlanta, Georgia. I confided in 3 different people about that visit from the feds. Terrified is actually an understatement. By April 11th of 2024, I was being contacted by Sean Combs' initial lawyer, Aaron Dyer. I have a voicemail that he left and text messages stating that Mr. Combs was aware of the visit from the government and that they would like to extend to cover my legal fees. These are facts. This, in my opinion, was witness tampering. I was supposed to testify this year on May 20th. I was in New York. It was announced. It was on CNN that I was supposed to be testifying, and I was pulled because I flipped out on the government. These are also facts. I want to be very clear. As a victim, as a former employee of Sean Combs, I do not feel safe. I am extremely traumatized. I do not know where to go from here. I did submit my own letter to the judge. I stand by everything that I said. I knew that he beat Cassie Ventura Fine in 2009. I know that she was dragged from the vehicle, okay? I know that I saw her 2 days later at the London hotel when me and one of his assistants brought her a bag, okay? This was a miscarriage of justice. And beyond any of this, I don't really have anything more to say, and I really don't know where to go from here.
Let's get the most important thing out the way with her statement is she's fine as hell. Big old soup cooler lips, She is fine with the tattoo. She look like she punch on niggas. She look like she be punching on niggas and whatnot when on light skins. She might grab a knife on a nigga when you jump slick. Yeah, I know her type. She definitely done put a few niggas in headlocks. I can see it in her eyes. Go get a lawyer. With all that money, you couldn't get a lawyer. Give me a break. Hey man, she got a well-detailed story for somebody never got called on a witness stand, bro. I'm just saying, bro. So let's move the situation forward. I will say to close this out, she's one of the main reasons why Diddy's locked up, because a few people have came out and said that they don't feel safe if Diddy gets free, and that is a reason why she is locked up. So this fine ass light skinned woman with the big lips and the wide nose, a beautiful tattoo on her arm, nice voice. She's very attractive. She's very attractive, you know. And I just think it's a shame she can't get justice. And I think she may need somebody to seek some guidance in, seek some comfort in, and you know, there are people available to help you out. And by mouth, I mean her words. Yeah, amen. So let's get to some fanned out Negroes. This is the fanned out section of the podcast for resident jock strap holders like Gilly the Kid, an official jock strap holder of the Philadelphia Eagles. Ben Crump need them cheeks. You mean checks? Ben Crump checks over cheeks. That's what Umar should have been on, checks over cheeks. You wouldn't be out here begging for donations, gifts. I think thanks for the 10, sister. Make sure next time it's 20. Yeah. So back to the residential jock strap holder, Gilly the Kid, the only grown-ass man who thinks it's cool to dick ride other grown-ass men younger than him outside of Steven Jackson. Here's Gilly at his birthday party holding up a trophy he had nothing to do with and talking shit to a bunch of people that had nothing to do with the situation. Here's Gilly getting fanned out, having a fan attack.
Kev ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen.
He about to cry. Look at this nigga.
Appreciate you, Jalen. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these.
Like, you ain't won a damn Super Bowl. Like, you goofy as hell, bro. You ain't never was a professional athlete, never won a Super Bowl, never played in the championship game. You talk about, thank you, Jalen, thank you, Nick, thank you, Jerry. You saying thank you to a bunch of motherfuckers who don't even fuck with you for real, bro. You look crazy, bro. You jerking. Thank you, dog. Jerk tool around the wrong fool is crazy. Hey, yo, you caught that Diddy shit late. Oh, my bad. She caught the Diddy shit late, man. Wasn't Jalen Cam shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can't jerk tool around the wrong fool. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You're gonna be in a situation like Diddy and R. Kells. Yeah, look at this bald head loser right here, Gilly the Kid, looking like a milk dud over here. Him and the trophy look like twins.
I said Cam Newton never got one of these. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Dom. I'm not going back and forth for a line. Jalen do a lot of things wrong, but he doing.
Like, bro, so here's Johnny Manziel had to just come out of nowhere. Johnny Manziel was like, bro, we've all had enough. NFL athletes have special fraternity. Gilly ain't in that frat. Jalen Cam Mark. That's what I'm saying, bro. They'll all turn on you because they play in the league. That's why even Johnny Manziel is jumping in like, bro, you use a whole bitch ass nigga. That's what Johnny Manziel said, not me. But I'm with Johnny Manziel though. Yo, Gilly the Kid, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet, talking like you fucking done anything on the football field. I see you, just know I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. Trust. Salute to Johnny Manziel, man. That's the realest thing he done said in a long time, bro. Why does y'all sound like he's squeezing a shit out of his cheeks? And I don't know why, man. I don't know why Gilly talks like that. Maybe that's a Philly thing. So here's Gilly's response.
Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny. I figured by now that shit would have wore off, right? Johnny, what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? Had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because It ain't 1917 no more, Johnny. This is 2025. Niggas fight back, Johnny. The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do? You just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a betting app, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny. Now, let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB, African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me? Now, Cam said what he said about jailing. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do win a Super Bowl, and then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking where. Fucking cocaine Johnny and big fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga, sit your dumb ass down somewhere, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you niggas, neither one of y'all could fuck with jailing. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field. Neither did you, Johnny. You was in a fucking league for 2 weeks. They sent you to the fucking Australian Kangaroos. The fuck you? I think you did 2 years with the Lithuanian Bombers or some shit. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't did shit either.
And this is my problem with Gilly, man. I understand he's a clown and he's like a court gesture, but I mean, like, bro, you're like younger than these guys. You're out here putting powder in your face, throwing the camera in your face. You know, I don't know why Gilly just thinks he just has the authority to call Cam Newton a little nigga. I mean, where was his interview? Where was his energy when Charleston White talked about your son? Where was his energy when Charleston White talked about your son and talked about you as a father? Where was the cocaine on your nose? Where was the trophy holding? When he talked about your son, you sat in the car in the dark and told people to stop trolling you. When somebody that was a professional athlete, around your same body size, way more accessible to find, said, hey, F you, F your son, F the niggas who he was with and got shot too. You can't hold him anymore. You can't hug and kiss your son anymore. You are a bum-ass father. You failed as a father. That's why your son's dead. You sat in the car in the dark and told people to stop trolling you. Now when athletes are calling you out, you want to put powder on your nose and hold a Super Bowl trophy you have no business holding and touching, putting your germs on it, yelling at athletes because they have too much dignity to crash it on you being a failed father. Why don't we have that conversation, Gilly? Instead of you running around here making a joke of everybody, but you're on reality. That's just how I feel, man. That's how I feel. Gilly looked like he think he, yeah, what y'all talking about, Gilly doing his thing, quit hating. Man, Gilly ain't doing shit but putting powder on his nose, screaming at in the camera while his wife getting hit with the back shots, bro. All this time he be running around on camera looking like this. His wife somewhere getting them cheeks clapped, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. Keep it from, take it from a guy who knows his way around, women. You can't be too much. You can't be on camera too much like this, putting powder on your nose and whatnot, screaming at other professional athletes all day, bro. Like, people grieve in weird ways. Grow up. I would not pay for the game he's giving. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Gilly, you doing a lot of talking for somebody who's had some unfortunate situations. Got beat up by, who was it? Beanie Siegel. Got punked by Beanie Siegel and whatnot, bro, because he was on the radio capping. Gilly got too many embarrassing things behind his name to be sitting up here screaming the way he be screaming. That's all I'm saying, bro. $1 million worth of game, and everybody you brought on your show has went to jail. Come on, bro. Behind the camera phone, bro. $1 million worth of game, but everybody you gave game to went in jail like right after they came on your show. Like, your show is like the last step. Like, if you see a rapper on $1 million worth of game, just know they're going to jail soon. Nobody ever takes the game. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't be saying $1 million worth of game and everybody goddamn locked up right after they come on your show. Is it $1 million worth of snitching? $1 million worth of telling? Every time somebody on your show, situation. Gilbert Arenas out here talking about he ain't rat yet. We're gonna break down this Gilbert Arenas shit.
Why you really ratted? Nigga, I ain't rat yet. The case ain't even started yet. How am I rat already? God, let me wait. Just I'm gonna let you know when I do it, nigga. What are you talking about? They better make me a deal early, or I'll be that motherfucker ready. Oh. Nah, I mean, to be honest, I'm just I don't know nothing to tell. I wish I did. I wish I did, boy, because I would have been out like soon as they put me in the car. Soon as they put me in a car, if I'd have known something, I would have told right there. Shit. I don't know who y'all playing with.
So he's still making fun of the fact that, you know, he got caught up with some illegal gambling, and he's saying he's gonna snitch. Hey man, that's cool. That's cool. Kwame Brown, him and Kwame Brown have been going back and forth for a couple of years. Here's Kwame Brown earlier today. If you have not caught it, I got exclusive. Here's Kwame Brown earlier on YouTube talking crazy. He called, what did he call him? Let me see. Kwame Brown. Let me put this up. Let me invite, share screen, bow. All right. Let me see if we on this, because I'm gonna be here till 10. So we're gonna run through these last few topics. Here we go. Kwame Brown responded to Gilbert Arenas again, calling him a clutch sports guzzler. I like to talk about basketball. You're a clutch sports guzzler, willing to paint your face and carry a purse because you want LeBron to sip wine and play poker with you. Wow, that's pretty zesty.
And he still has something to say. What are you talking about? Nobody had nothing to say about. What do you do?
You just got out of jail, right? And you trying to take a dig at me. And you said I hated on Bronny because my sports take was not only fair, not only from a professional standpoint, but it was smarter than yours. You just a dick rider. You just a clutch sports guzzler. I'm not. Yeah, I don't get in little small outfits because I placed a bet with my sexuality. I don't paint my face up and hold purses and shit like you, nigga. So my sports take was based on basketball. So it's not hating. So just because you defined it as hating, let me tell you what I said and I can reiterate it. Has he improved in preseason? Yes, he has. Look at the improvement. He's shooting the ball with confidence. He's driving the ball to a spot and he's pulling up with confidence. He's playing like his father is on the sideline and got his back and that the coach got his back. Same thing I said when he was coming out there looking like a deer in the headlights, playing scared and throwing the ball up instead of getting contact and fighting over picks. I was talking about basketball, idiot. That's not hating just because it's not the same dumbass opinion you got. You just want LeBron to let you coach his kids and let you drink wine and play poker with them. You want LeBron at the poker house. I don't want LeBron at the poker house. So when I see him say that his son is better than some NBA players that's playing currently, and then I actually see his son playing, and it's like, what the? This is what you said? So not only did I say his son didn't deserve to be drafted, and many others have said the same thing, but you so hell-bent on talking about Kwame Brown for whatever reason, because you're a loser. Look at him. Don't run to Iverson again when I focus on you again. Gorillas come and run. One thing about Allen Iverson, he know I don't run to nobody. Allen Iverson is actually my friend. Allen Iverson just don't know how much of a piece of shit you is. And if Allen Iverson knew that you was paying for a guy to put my deceased mother up on YouTube, you think Allen Iverson will f*** you, dummy? Do you really think that? You a clown. And do you think I give a fuck about cartoons and whatever you put up on the internet? I don't. You are a clown. We are proving that you can't stop thinking about me, nigga. You can't stop, won't stop. You got out of jail and went to talking about me. You out of jail again, and you talking about something totally different, and you talk about me again. Something wrong with you, boy. You never gonna be the #1 draft pick. It's over. The only thing you are is a fuck up, you international pimp, you.
Man, and then Gilbert Arenas jumped out and responded, and this is what Gilbert Arenas said. This is what Gil said.
Yeah, man. But look, I'm glad.
Mr. Brown, man, I didn't think we was gonna be back here, man. But look, I'm glad we here. I see you on Mama's Cooking again. I told you, boy, stay off that Mama's Cooking. It is too strong for you, man. We all know she got the purest stuff in Brunswick. Bam! Right in your nose. Every time you come at me, boy, right in your nose. I catch it every time. You trying to troll me with coke in your nose? I don't know. I catch it every time, man. You got the white in your nose, and then you got the white girl giving it to you. Man, you cannot do this with me, man. You got to stay off the drugs, man, because it's too strong for you, dog. This is not what you want. You need to stand up. Are you addicted to coke, or is the coke addicted to you? Mr. Brown, man, I didn't think we was.
It's crazy. They keep going back and forth, man. They should just, I would say they should fight it out, but I wouldn't fight somebody Kwame Brown's size. He's like 7 feet. Gilbert Arenas is like 6. I think what? Arenas like what? 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". Why does Gil keep out on platforms? Back and forth is annoying. Looks like WWE. The K-Fab is too obvious. They have beard as kids. Yeah, I don't know. Bottom line, Gilbert Arenas, you know, all this trolling gonna catch up with him, bro. All this trolling gonna catch up. When Gilbert Arenas is 6'4", all right, 6'3", 6'4", I can see that. Yeah, all this trolling gonna catch up with him, bro. And hopefully he doesn't have to go to prison. But if he goes to prison, we're gonna have him sitting right next to Lil Boosie and Diddy on the thumbnail. Best believe you and me. I hope these guys fight. I hope they shoot it out. I hope this gets to Javaris Crittenden and Gilbert Arenas situation. I hope they get guns, and I hope it gets as violent as possible between him and Gilbert Arenas. That's number one. And then number two, yeah, I think Kwame Brown should chill out, and I think Kwame Brown should seek some legal counsel by putting those allegations on him. I think so. Sitting on Diddy's thumb pause. It's crazy. Yeah, but like I said, Gilbert Arenas, he be playing too much, and somebody might catch him slipping, bro. And if he gonna snitch on the Israeli international crime lords, I'm pretty sure they got hitters and splitters. So Gilbert might want to watch out. We're about to cross the 90-minute mark. We have 221 people in here in total. So salute everybody in here. If you guys enjoyed the show, please follow me at XFloridaBoyJ93. Follow me on YouTube. We are, let me see how many subscribers away. We're literally like 8. We're 8 subscribers away from 61,000. We just celebrated, not 61,000, 6,100. We just celebrated 6,000 subscribers. I feel like a few days ago, and we're already about to hit 100 subscribers on top of that. Just that fast. Last comment, one thing is to have an opinion. It's even objective, but it's another thing to constantly be on the other every time. People try to just justify hatred, jealousy, envy is being a hater. Yeah, I feel like Kwame Brown, I feel like that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, I need their situation to get as violent as possible. I need Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas to fight each other to the death. I would love to see that. Like I said before, man, we're crossing not 3 hour mark. We're crossing the 90-minute mark. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching the show. I want to say thank you to Nerd Nash, Black McBain, Carlton's Way, Shakiria, all the mods, everybody who's came in, supported the show, throw me in the Twitter algorithm. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate everybody who's been watching on Twitter, maintaining a viewership audience. Like I said, man, we're about to hit 6,100 subscribers. The subs been going up. We've been grinding all summer. The results are paying off. We're going to do another 100,000 plus in views this month. Probably I want to get to like 500 more subscribers, but we're just working. We're working. So I want to say thank you to everybody. The clips will be dropping tomorrow. I will drop clips tonight, but I gotta slide. My phone blowing up like some Batman shit. I got to slide. I want to say peace out to everybody. Enjoy your night. Please repost, restream, hit the Cash App, FloridaBoyJ904. And peace out, man. You guys have a great weekend. See you guys later this week, man. Oh, before I end the stream, let me throw a little banner up right there. I love putting the shit up there. Pow! Good night, y'all. See you later. Hit like, share button, subscribe. Be safe. Thank you. Florida Boy J, we out. Peace.